morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Natural Health Sunday. I'm just setting up here, just getting ready for today. If you'd like to join us live today, I'm just going to pop a link in the description box. You can just jump in through the link in the description box if you want to join us for today. Hello?
Hiya.
Hi there.
Yeah, hi.
You're joining through the room?
Oh, Jackknife, where's the link?
Oh, it should be in the group in the video. Let's get you off of this one.
Okay.
There we go. Just getting myself set up here. Just getting set up for live to Facebook and also live on Zoom if you want to join us live in the studio for dialogue and accountability. Then join through the Zoom link, or you can just watch from Facebook. Just getting myself started for the day. Just waking up, just getting ready, just warming up my body, just starting my day, just doing natural things. Welcome to Natural Health Sunday. Welcome to Natural Health Sunday. We're just going to practice together as a group. Together as a group, just coming together to share. This is what it's all about. Hi there. How are you, lovely Kelly? Can you hear me?
Oh, that's better.
There we go. How are you?
Good, thank you.
All right. How was your week?
Yeah, it was okay, thank you.
Nice, nice. You're looking fit. Are you feeling better?
Yes, yeah, getting better, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Just getting ourselves going for the day, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to get your energy going up for today?
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we need. We just need a little bit of an intention, a decision. You know, I want to get better. I want my energy to go up. I want to grow. I want to get healthier. I want to be better. I want to be leaner. I want to be stronger. I want to be healthier. So it's an intention, a desire for more health, more wealth, more love. It's an intention, it's a desire for more, growing. We want to grow. We want to grow. So when we come together, two or more, when we come together in a group collectively, when we join together, there's more power there. So we come together to practice together. That's the benefit of jumping on the Zoom and actually being accountable and having some thought and word of our own shared. It's wonderful for me to share some ideas and thoughts and words, but it's much more valuable if we add our own voice and speak over ourselves, because it's the way that we think and speak to ourselves that creates our energy. It's less important what the other people are thinking and saying and doing. It's more important what we are thinking and saying and doing. So it's really just to get conscious of our own thoughts and words. Just become aware of them, just being conscious. That's really just breathing and focusing on what the dialogue is inside. Consciousness is really just going within. Just going within, just being present. Just being present with who and what we really are. Just coming to the awareness of who and what we really are, what we're capable of. We're capable of health. We're capable of wealth. We're capable of joy and happiness. We're capable of love. In fact, we are love. Just coming to the thoughts and words of that. Just putting that in our minds rather than the stuff that's going on about us, you know. There's so many things going on around us. And those things can be very distracting. There's no doubt about that. But we always have the choice to really focus outside or to focus inside. This is our choice all of the time, where we put our attention. Breath work and movement and attention and focus. These are the important things that heal the body. These are the things that make us well. I'm just going to put a mute on because doggy might get loud. These are the things that make up a moment. These are the things that allow healing to happen. just getting present with the key elements of health, just getting present with the elements, the aspects of natural healing, just talking about the things that heal us, just talking about the healing things, just getting ourselves ready for our practice, a little bit of gentle movement happening, just warming up our body. It's a physical and mental practice that creates an emotional response. So it's just making the time to get involved and engaged with a physical and mental practice that lifts up our energy, that loosens up our body, that allows our blocked or trapped energy to move through the body. It's emotional energy. It's trapped emotional energy that's holding us back, that's making us sick or ill. And it's allowing that emotional energy to move through the body. That trapped energy has a physical waste that needs to be removed. It has a physical aspect to it. It has a mental aspect to it. And so we have to address the physical and the mental with the practice. We need a little bit of physical training, a little bit of mental training, and some consciousness, some breath, some focus on the breathing, and working on breath holding and deep breathing. Breath holding, deep breathing, slow breathing, conscious breathing, moving and breathing, and becoming aware of the mental. What are we saying to ourselves? What are the words that we're using right now? Because the words that we're using right now are going to affect the way we feel right now. So becoming aware of ourselves, becoming more aware of ourselves, just getting present with ourselves. Good morning, Paula.
Good morning, John. Thank you so much for having me.
How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good too.
Yay, good.
Just waking up.
Yeah, it's an awesome way to start the day. Sorry I missed last week. I was in Collingwood boarding.
What were you doing? Oh, snowboarding.
It was so nice.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
I tried to tune in, but it kept cutting out because I was on the hill.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Kelly, if you ever want to mention anything, Kelly, I've got you muted. Just unmute if you want to talk. Okay, sweetheart, please. I really love it when people unmute themselves and speak anytime and ask questions anytime. No problem. And also feel free to be quiet as well too, because healing is really a quiet thing. And sometimes we may feel like we want to share something, and sometimes we may feel like we don't, and that's okay too. So please feel welcome to communicate and share, because sharing is a part of healing too. Putting our voice out over ourselves and over our life is how the body heals, and we have to share our part and hear it. It's like we're kind of working through an understanding for ourselves when we're thinking and speaking. So this is a healing practice for me. I'm practicing and I'm communicating and I'm sharing and I'm hearing myself and I'm speaking over myself. This is how the body heals. By speaking over yourself, with an assertive sound and voice, a decision made in mind. I can heal myself. I am healing myself. I believe I have the power to heal myself, to change my life. This is just speaking nicely to yourself. It's really just creating a new relationship with yourself. It's changing your relationship with yourself. It's coming to greater awareness of yourself. And it's very difficult nowadays because there's so many distractions. With the screens, with the television, with all of the scary stuff that's going on out there, and with everybody that we bump into, like having an opinion about it, or a fear about it, or a worry about it, or their anger about it. So a lot of emotional stuff. And this is what we are. We are emotional beings, you know, and we are, you know, dreadfully affected by the energy of, you know, others, the energy that's around us. And so if we've got anxiety and worry around us, often we can pick up on that. And so we just need to take some time to work that through the body. It's you know, the anxiety of what's happening around us today, yesterday, and even what's happened in our past. If we've got any trauma, if we've ever had any loss in our life. If we've ever had loss in our life, obviously anyone over 30, over 35, over 40 and 50, we've all had traumas in our life, and those traumas put kind of fearful things in our body and life and make us worry. And they make fear energy, low frequency energy, sadness and sorrow and depression and anxiety and worry and jealousy and blame and guilt and competition and comparison and gluttony. All of these things, addictions, obsessions, all of these things are really low frequency energy. And we've picked it up throughout our lives. And it's holding us back. It's holding us back, and we need to let it go. We need to speak to it. We need to, with our own voice, we need to add our own voice. We can say it in our minds. You can follow along in your minds. You can say it. But ultimately, you actually want to even learn it and say it for yourself. You know, I am healthy. I am well. I am letting go of everything that no longer serves me. I am healthy. I am well. I am releasing all the things that no longer serve me. Just intending that. Just intending to let go. Speaking about it. I am healthy. I am well. I am releasing everything that no longer serves me. I am healthy. I am well. I am letting go of all energy that no longer serves me. The energy that's not in alignment with my goals. I have new goals. I have new goals. I want to be my best. I am returning back to my best. Bring me back. Take me back. Speaking to myself, right? Every single cell in my body has a nucleus that contains DNA. My blueprint, my perfect genetic code is written in every single cell, and I can speak to that cell inside of myself, inside of every single cell in my brain, in my mind, with my voice, with my thoughts, with my intentions. I can intend myself back to my best. I can think about it, I can speak about it, and I can imagine it in my mind. If I choose to believe it, if I choose to believe that I am the one that can change my life. I am the one that can change my life. I am the one that can heal my life. It's my thoughts and words and actions that heal my life. I heal myself with new thoughts, words, and actions. This is how it happens. New thoughts and words, new images in the mind. Imagine yourself healing with your own loving intention. Imagine love growing in your life. Take a nice deep breath with that. Imagine love growing in my life. Inhale and exhale. Bringing the breath into it. Thought is a decision, a choice, an imagination, and it's solidified with a breath. It's an intention, it's an imagination, and at the same time we're breathing. I am healing. Just imagining that while you breathe in. Opening yourself up. I am healing. Imagining yourself healing as you stretch your arms apart and breathe. Let's split it up. I am on the inhale, healing on the exhale. As you open your arms wide apart, I am healing. Just thinking about it, just speaking about it, just imagining it. Stretching over, let's stretch out the lower back. Nice full inhale, exhale. Stretching out the hamstrings. Full inhale and exhale. Thought, imagination, and breath. This is mindset and breath work. Thought, imagination, and breath. Mindset and consciousness. Mindset and breath work. Conscious breathing. Meditation. Moving and breathing. Movement meditation. Pranayama. Stretching out the body, lengthening out the body. Now I'm dropping down low and I'm bending my knees and I'm getting my thighs loosened up. I'm warming up through my hips and my lower back. I'm just dropping down low and stretching out. I'm opening up my knees. Got my feet flat on the floor. I'm down low in my low squat. And I'm just working on a nice deep breath there. Inhale and exhale. Just getting present with my thoughts and my words in my mind. The things that I'm holding in mind. The images that I'm holding in mind. My imagination, the images I'm holding in my mind, imagining myself healing myself, imagining love growing inside of me to the point that it's spilling out the top of my head, the crown of my head. It's spilling over and overflowing into my life so that I have love to give to everyone around me, wishing love out to everyone around. Filling myself up with love and wishing love out to all others in my life. Just intending. Coming up from there, getting myself moving a little bit more, just warming up the body, picking up the knees, and watching my breaths. So let's get into some nice deep breaths here. Just coming to the breath. Now I'm going to bend over and I'm going to be working through the back of my body, just lifting one heel, lifting the other heel. Stretching out through the hamstrings and the glutes. A little bit of balance, a little bit of strength. Warming up the body, bringing the body to life, just getting into a movement practice. This is a mental and physical practice. Here's a basic movement, just lifting one heel, lifting the other. It's a physical training, a balance training, a balance practice. Something that doesn't require me to think, which allows me to step out of the mind. Coming out of the mind. Coming into the higher self. Stepping into our higher self. Coming out of the thinking mind, the physical mind, and getting into the higher self. Coming into the higher self. Dropping myself down here, let's work on our mountain climbers. Knee to the elbow, knee to the elbow. Knee to the chest. Pulling through the hips. Carrying the body weight in the hands, warming up the body. Just getting the body breathing a little bit more deeply. It's just a practice, warming up the body with movement and breath, watching the breath, staying with the breath, focusing on the breath. And once you get the body panting a little bit, you get out of the thoughts a little bit, you start focusing on your breathing. And this is what we want. We want to let go of the thinking. Let go of the thinking a little bit and step into the breathing. And awareness of the breath. Good. Coming up from there, let's just get a little bit conscious of our breath here. We're just going to be shoulder width apart, and let's work on a big inhale, our biggest inhale, trying to breathe right down into the belly. And then right down, drop down low, and try to fully exhale right down to the pelvic floor, right down to the lower diaphragm. Fully engaging with your elimination muscles. Squeezing everything down below. Coming up tall, trying to work on a full inhale at the top. And you can hold that inhale for an 8 count. And then coming down, full exhale and hold for an 8 count. It's giving you a little bit of time. Then the full inhale and hold. And a full exhale and hold. Just practicing that full inhale and hold for an 8 count. And a full exhale and a hold for an 8 count. It's a conscious breathing practice. So practicing our deepest inhale and our deepest exhale helps us during our day to breathe a little more slowly, a little more gently, to become a little more aware of our breath. We have to recognize that what we're doing when we're practicing is hopefully learning a skill, developing something that we can use throughout our day. This is the point of a practice. That's why it's called a practice. It's something we redo. You know, if it's not every day, it's a couple times a week, or, you know, at least it's once a week, you know, you start there. But what we're ultimately trying to do is cultivate and create a more aware life, a more conscious life, being more conscious of myself, right? So we practice it with breath and movement, with thought and word and action, and with food as well too. Thought and word, action. Actions include thoughts and words and actions. Actions include foods, thoughts and words and foods. Actions are eating. Actions are drinking the substances that we're putting inside of our bodies. We're getting more conscious. We're practicing consciousness. We're practicing being conscious of ourselves more. Just coming up here, just getting into a little side to side rocking, just shifting my weight from one side to the other, straightening out one leg, straightening out the other leg. Straighten out one leg, straighten out the other. Lean over, lean over. Right? Leaning to one side, leaning to the other side. And then adding the hands. touching the floor, right side with the right hand, left side with the left hand, just reaching over, stretching out hamstrings and lower back, hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Stretching out, reaching over. Coming across the body now, twisting across the body. Taking the hand back behind my body, turning my head back behind my body, twisting, looking back. Opening the hands up really, really wide, standing tall, legs wide, just opening yourself up, full extension of your body, just taking on your biggest physical space there. Just imagining, using your imagination, imagine your loving energy rising up when you take an inhale breath. With every exhale breath, imagine your loving energy moving through your body as you exhale. Bending over and opening up my arms there, full extension, just leaning over side to side. And switching from there into a forward lunging position. Both hands to the inside of my front foot there, straightening out that back leg and breathing there. Switching over to the other side, forward lunging, other leg forward, stretching out the hips, stretching out the hamstrings. With each inhale, I'm imagining my energy rising. With each exhale, I'm allowing my energy to move through my body. Coming up from there. As we get more conscious, energy will rise. As we intend our energy to rise, you'll feel energy coming up. You may feel thoughts. You may feel emotions. You may feel things rising up, ideas popping into your head. Just being conscious with those ideas, just accepting things as they are. This is how it is. Not fighting against things. Not fighting against things around me. Kind of accepting things around me. Coming into a little bit more acceptance of ourselves and our circumstances. I accept things as they are. I accept things as they are. I am grateful for things as they are. I am grateful for my life. I am grateful for the things I have in my life. Let's work through some squats. Getting down low into my squat, coming right up, full extension. Open up the line. Right down low into the squat. Come on, right up. Open right up. Inhale and down. Exhale. Right up. Coming up as big as you can, opening yourself up as big as you can for the day, dropping down as small as you can, just working through your breath. Coming up from there. We're going to get ourselves moving a little bit more now. A little bit of left, right. A little shift of our weight. It can be slow like that, or it can come up a little bit faster. Whatever pace you like. We can go slow, or we can pick it up. A little jogging on the spot, standing tall. I am accepting things as they are. I am the creator of my reality. The energy that I put out creates my reality. If I am in resistance to what's around me, then I'm putting out a low energy, a defensive energy. I want to let out more of a free loving energy, a trusting energy. I am safe. I am safe. I am well. I am safe. I am well. I believe I am safe. I believe in myself. I believe in my value. I believe in my worthiness. I am worthy. Good job. Just coming back over into my flexion here. Let's see if we can grab behind the ankles, behind the calves. Just pulling the head down. Coming up from there, reaching up over the head as high as we can, full extension, really lengthening out the body. Full inhale and exhale. I am lengthening out my body. I am getting stronger. I am getting healthier. I am getting more full of my power. I am filling myself up with my own energy. I am drawing all of my energy up. I am allowing all of my energy to move through me. I'm allowing all of my energy to move freely through my body. I am healing my body, opening up my arms, extending my body. I am healing my body. I am healing my body. Working on my lunges, alternating forward lunges. Front foot flat on the floor, the back foot comes up onto the toe, a little bit of balance and strength. Sinking my back knee down. Good job. My next one here is a lunge stretch. I'm going to come forward. I'm going to have my opposite hand on the floor and the inside hand right up to the sky. Looking up, pressing into the floor. Nice deep breath there. Full inhale, full exhale. Switching over to the other side. Inside hand up to the ceiling. Nice deep breaths. I'm bringing myself to the center here. Wide leg stance, hanging myself over, hanging myself down, letting my head hang over, letting my head hang down, relaxing through the hamstrings, relaxing through the lower back, releasing tension in the neck. Leaning over to one side, pulling my head down towards my knee. Breathing deeply there. Over to the other side. And coming back to the center here with my hands, and I'm going to work on my rotations here. I'm going to twist one hand back, twist the other hand back. Opening up through my chest and shoulders, looking back through the neck, turning my head. Heel toe those feet back together. And up from there. Working through my lunges again, working on my back lunge this time. Stepping back, sinking my knee. Stepping back, sinking my knee. A little bit of balance and strength, working through the thighs. Breathing and moving. And coming down from here, dropping down to my knees. Working on my extension. If you can't be up on your hands, you can drop down to your elbows. That's okay. Awesome. If you can be up on your hands, let's open up our chest and shoulders. Let's let go of any tension we're holding in our lower abdomen. What are we holding in our lower backs? What are we holding through our glutes and our hips? Trying to breathe deeply into your chest. Open yourself up. And pressing back from there, from that deep extension. Dropping down on my knees and flexing over the other way. Relaxing through the neck, relaxing through the hips, relaxing through the lower back. Working on your deepest inhale breath and your most complete exhale breath. Good. Coming up from there. Back up on our feet. Let's get bouncing a little bit. Let's pick up the heart rate a little bit more. Let's get the arms and the legs going. Getting up on the toes, bouncing. Throwing out those arms, extension. Extending, flexing, opening up the body. Take a break anytime. Bounce away if you can. If you need to go lower impact, we just go this way. That's it. We can keep ourselves moving in a lower impact way. We can go this way. We can get our arms and legs going. It's not that it's a science to moving. It's getting ourselves going, getting our heart rates up, and getting conscious of the breath, and working on those nice deep full breaths. There's a physical and mental practice. We add the mental by affirming positively, nicely to ourselves, intending more for ourselves, talking about going for more, wanting more, aspiring for more, imagining more. Next one here, I'm going to get myself into a bit of a lunge here. And I'm going to open up to the sky, extending my body. Balancing, strengthening, and extending. Same thing on the other side. Dropping down into those legs, firing up the thighs, and extending the upper body. Reaching up and back. Big inhale and exhale. Coming up from there. Just watching your breath for a second, just catching the breath. Just some passive, catching our breath with balance. Just breathing there and balancing. Good. Let's try one leg. Let's try 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. How many can you do? 10 to 50. If you need to take a little break, just take a little break. If you need to stop at 20 or 30 or 40, just take a little break. Whatever you need to take a break. 10 to 50 of those on one side. 10 to 50 of those on the other side. Dropping myself down here. Let's try stretching out one calf. Pressing the heel down, opening up through the back of the leg, stretching out through my hips and my hip flexors, my hamstrings. Pressing my heel down, straightening out my arms, stretching out through my neck, my shoulders, my back muscles. Same thing on the other side. Taking a break for a second there. Just taking the weight off of my hands for a second. And then we're going to press back down again, try to push both our heels down. Both heels pressing down. Straightening out my arms. And then bringing my knee up in between my hands and folding over into my knee there, into my thigh, into my hips and my lower back there. And the same thing on the other side. Getting myself up from there. I'm going to drop myself down here for a jumping mountain climber. Let's try 50 of those. Standing on one leg, let's try a one-leg balance. You can get both hands back. You can get one hand back. You can hold on to the wall if you like. Whatever is best for you. One hand back, or both hands if you can. Open up your chest and shoulders. Balance and breath. It's just a focus practice. Consciousness is just a focus. It's just the breathing and a coming inside of your own being. Next one. Let's go. If we can't jump that, we can just walk it. Or we can jump it. And we can slow it down and we can speed it up anytime. We can take a break whenever we like. And that's very exciting for the body. That'll get you deep breathing and out of breath for a second. And when you get out of breath a little bit, there's a little release of control there. It's letting go. That's okay. Just let go control. Next one. We're trying to balance on one leg and regain our breath if we can. Just mastery over your breath and your intentions. I am growing in health. I am growing in joy. I am growing in love. I am giving love to the others. Same thing on the other side, just balancing and being conscious of your mindset while you come into your center and be with your center and speak nicely to your center. I believe in myself. I am the power in my life. I am changing my life. I am healing my life. This is a different thought. This is a different idea than we hold in mind all of the time. It's just coming to that consciousness as frequently as we can. If it becomes our practice that we come into this thought and word on a daily basis, we're imagining these things into ourselves and our life on a daily basis. Becomes a habit, becomes a routine. Doesn't mean we don't have off days, but if we just meet our off days with our greatest energy, we will always prevail. Dropping back down again here, let's go back into our downward dog, straightening out the arms. Pressing down through the hands, opening up through the shoulders, and focusing on your breathing. Coming back to your breath, tuning out, tuning everything else out, tuning into you, your energy. You healing you. I am healing myself. You healing yourself. I am healing myself. I am strong. I am lean. I am wonderful. I am enough. I am strong. I am lean. I am wonderful. I am enough. I am enough. Just affirming to myself. And then dropping down for another extension here. lifting up onto the tops of my feet, looking up, stretching out through that abdomen again. Drop it down to my bum. Reaching over for my shins and my ankles or my heels. Lying back, inverting myself, putting my feet up over my head, breathing into the back of my neck, breathing into my shoulders. And slowly lowering those heels down behind the head as best you can. Breathing into the neck, breathing into the shoulders, breathing into the lower back. Unwinding myself from there. Bringing the soles of my feet together. Working on my inner thighs. Just pulling those heels into my groin there, opening up my inner thighs. Working into a nice full breath there.
Here's some of the
Trying to straighten out my spine with my chest coming forward. Pulling my shoulders down my back, chest is forward. Just working on some nice, deep, full breaths there. Lying back, I'm going to go opposite arm and leg, and I'm just going to take that leg across my body, twisting through my hips, opening up through my chest and shoulders. Nice deep breath there. Just trying to watch from the inhale all the way to the exhale, focusing inward on yourself, not getting distracted by an idea, staying focused on yourself, on your breath, from your inhale to your exhale. Taking your biggest inhale and your biggest exhale in that position. Same thing on the other side. Opposite arm and leg across your body. Opening your arm, your chest, your shoulders, and working into your deepest inhales and exhales there. Awesome. Coming back from there, I'm going to be working into my jackknife. Inhale, exhale. If you got to put your feet on the ground, you can do that with your feet on the ground. If you can do that with both feet in the air, awesome. If you need to take a break anytime, take a break anytime. Working through the core, flexion, extension, inhale, exhale, working through the core. Coming back to my back, I'm going to go same side arm and leg, and I'm going to work into my inner thigh here. Same thing on the other side. Same side, arm and leg, opening up into my inner thigh there. And then straightening out those legs. Reaching up over my head. Just down here in this full extension position. Stretching out my arms as much as I can. Pointing my toes, lifting my heels just slightly from the floor. Lifting my head just slightly from the floor. Really lengthening out the body. Good. Just relaxing there on your back. Hands can be wherever you're comfortable. Working on nice full breaths there. Full inhale, full exhale. Full inhale, hold for 8 count. Full exhale, hold for an 8 count. And then just allowing your breath to relax. No more forcing, no more fighting, no more working. We've done our work. Now let's enjoy the fruit of our labor. Now let's focus on ourselves, within ourselves. Let's pay attention to what's going on inside. Let's heal ourselves by ourselves, with ourselves, together in our little community here. Let's observe what we've done for the last hour and a half with thought and word and movement. Let's feel the results inside of ourselves from our efforts, our practice today. Can you feel the effect? Can you feel the emotional shift from the work that you've done? Just observing inside of yourself, however you feel comfortable to sit or lay, doesn't matter. It's just an inward focus that matters. Your position is your choice. You could be seating in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. You can even do a standing meditation. We've just been engaged in a movement meditation for an hour and a half. Just being conscious of our thoughts and our words, our breath and our movement. It's just a movement meditation. It's just a practice. It's a practice that we take from the mat, take from the gym, out into our world. It's a different way. It's practicing a different way of engaging with our world more consciously. Being more conscious in our world, with our world. Just going inside of yourself. Just imagining your energy rising up inside of you. Imagine yourself filling with love. Imagine yourself healthy. May I be healthy. May I be wealthy. May I be loved. May I be healthy. May I be wealthy. May I be loved. Just imagining that into your reality. Holding that in your mind's eye. Affirming it to yourself, saying it to yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be well. May I be loved. Moving outwards from yourself, from your own being, to the person or the people closest to you, people in your closest immediate family, or the people that you love the most, or the people that are most important to you. You can think about them in image, you can think about them by name. You can just imagine them. They could be one person or a group of people. You can hold them in your mind. Those people that are most close to you. Bring them into your mind now. can wish your loving energy and intention to them. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be well. May they be loved. Intend your loving energy to spill over to them. See your loving energy moving to them. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be well. May they be loved. Moving outwards from there to some other people that you may work with, or people that you see on the street, other people that you live on the planet with. Imagine the trees and the birds and the animals. Imagine the planet. Imagine the others. Imagine the other. Just sending your love to the others, to the other. May they be happy. May they be healthy. May they be well. May they be loved. Imagining the most challenging person or situation you have in your life. The obstacle, the blockage, the thing that's in the way. Imagine that thing that's standing in your way. Health, wealth, joy, whatever it is. Just send an acceptance and love to it. Just accept it for this moment. Just give love and acceptance and forgiveness to whatever it is in your life that needs acceptance, forgiveness, or love. Just send your loving energy and intention to that right now. I love you. I love you just the way you are. I accept you. I believe in myself. I am worthy. I am valuable. I am good. I believe in myself. I am worthy. I am good. I am good enough. I am loved. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And this is just a thought and a movement practice. This is just beginning the day in the very best way, coming into our best energy for the day. Just practicing our best, just wanting our best, just talking about our best, just going for our best with our thoughts and our words and our actions, our food choices, choosing foods that are of higher frequency, choosing foods that have life energy, choosing foods that have hydrogen and oxygen intact, choosing foods that are rich in enzymes and alive, fruits and vegetables to clean out the body and prepare the body. This is how we detoxify the body. This is how we free the emotional body with fasting and fruits and vegetables, with fasting and fruits and vegetables, and with thoughts and words, with intention and imagination, with breath and movement. This is how we change the frequency or vibration of the body. This is how we heal the body naturally. Through thoughts and words, and actions. This is how we heal the body. This is what we've been doing each week. This is week 8, week 9. This is how we've been working on healing the body, just pulling it all together as a community, just coming together as a group. When we come together, when more of us come together, there's more power. When we come together and breathe together and intend together, there's more power for all of us. Practicing with me today, ladies. I don't know if there's anything you want to say or ask or talk about. You're doing really well. I'm seeing consistency. This is how the practice comes. That's awesome. It's getting consistent. Once we have a practice, then we have a habit, then we can tweak it and make it better. We can evaluate, how did I do this week? We can think about it. We can evaluate it. We can intend to do better the next week or to do differently. Sometimes when we start to practice like this, things come up. Emotional things come up. When we intend our best, sometimes the things that are standing in the way come up. Does anybody have anything they want to say today?
Hi, John.
Hi.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. In the beginning, you were talking about like letting go of stuff and traumas and stuff. And I know, I'm sure everyone deals with losses. And I know this week you posted stuff about your mom. So now I know you lost your mom when you were 18. So how does how do you let go of that stuff, but still like honor that person, you know? I guess it's like, I don't know if you can speak to anything about that.
So sometimes we have a bigger trauma, like a heavy loss, right? In our life, a loss of life, something that really rocked us emotionally, challenged our worth and our value and our safety and our security, something that really rocked us like this. So, there's always a grieving time. There's always some time that we are going to stay in grief and we're going to be victim of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes on for some time. And it's not right or wrong for how long we have to be in grief. Everyone has to choose kind of the length of their grief. And at some point they choose that they don't want to be the victim of this thing or this circumstance anymore. This happens to everyone at some time. It could be 3 days or 3 weeks or 3 months or 3 years or 7 years or 30 years it could take to overcome a divorce or a loss of life or a loss of someone that you loved. So this can happen, that you could be grieving for a long time, but some point along the way, the human says, like, I don't want to be grieving anymore. At some point, we choose that we want to rise above the victim, like we want to rise beyond the victim. So we can still have the story, we can still think about the story, but we can speak about the story, and the emotional part of it is gone. It's the emotional part is left. The tears have left. So that can happen, but you have to like talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to put it out. You have to make yourself vulnerable, because usually these things are things that are really intimate. They're really personal things. And so sometimes we don't want to talk about them. We don't want to share them. We're vulnerable. But when you make yourself vulnerable and you shine like a piece of yourself that hurts, if someone else understands and relates to it, it makes you recognize that, oh, you know what, it's not darkness at all. It's a part of the healing. Oh, it's not darkness at all. It's just reframing it. So it becomes something different. Like when it happened, I was angry. And it led me, in my youth, my dad made me move out at the same time. So I was angry at mom and dad. They left me. And I put all this body on me, armor, and I got into steroids and money and girls, and it drove me into like a very hedonistic life to feel better. But that was the shadow of it, the anger and escaping part of it. And it made me build up this big muscle and this big body, and that kind of led and kind of sent me into sickness and illness. But then that sickness and illness helped me to come back to the light. The mistakes and everything that happened helped me to come into so much pain that I chose to come to the light. So even the darkness comes to the light. Even the darkness serves a purpose. Like, it's not really bad. So you think after, you go, oh, it's okay. And you just forgive it. You forgive yourself. You forgive it. You let go of the anger.
So with that, are you more, are you able to posture yourself as like grateful for those things now, for its role in where you are now?
Right. So now you can look back, you can talk about it, and you can share it as a story, and it's an enriching story about your life. And it's not something that hurts you anymore. Like, my mother is still living because she's still living in my whole life.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So, whatever the trauma, we all have trauma of some kind. We all have it. And at some point, we're going to say we don't want to deal with it, hold the trauma anymore, because the trauma makes us like want to feel better by drinking alcohol or having more sex or shopping more or eating more or eating a certain type of comfort food. But if we deal with the emotional stuff, it's emotional healing. If we let go of the emotional stuff, then I don't need to turn to the food or the alcohol or the stuff or the material so I can get more. I can manage on more of the energy that's inside of me. More subtle energy. It's a lighter energy. I don't need to eat all that flesh in order to do it. You have to be more conscious of what's going on inside, though. You have to feel that emotional energy. You have to sit with it, figure out what thoughts and words are associated with it. There's some thoughts and words, and they don't come up out right away at the start either. Like, we start to detoxify, and as we go deeper and deeper, we start to find out, a little bit more comes up, a little bit more comes up, a little bit more comes up. And then we have to deal with the thoughts and let them go and take a more loving thought. Recognize that isn't darkness. It wasn't darkness. Nothing was happening to you. Nobody was doing anything to you. And I wasn't being punished. I went through those thoughts, though. Oh, I'm being punished. Like, why did this happen to me? Until you come to the point, like, I see why it all happened to me. It had to happen to me for me to be me. So but that didn't happen until 30 years later, right? So you can't say how long the grieving's going to be. Like, and the grieving is not only just crying, but it could be angry, and it could be, it's shadow energy. It's dealing with shadow energy. Until we can, like, we might think it's this, we're scratching the surface, but as we scratch and scratch and scratch, we go deeper. Oh my gosh, this is what it was the whole time. You know, and that's why you're having all of these escapes and all of these things that you can't manage. You know, why can't I stop smoking this, or why can't I stop eating this? You know why? Because you haven't dealt with this big bruise that you got on your shoulder, and it's still there. Just trying to escape it, right? It's emotional hurts. It's emotional hurts that have to be healed. Stuff that we gotta let go of. We gotta talk about our best, want our best, ask our best, invite our best, invite the darkness to come back up. Come up and be back in my life. Make sense to me, show me, teach me. What do you want me to know? What do you want me to learn? What do you want me to understand? Show me, show me. Practicing, asking for it to come up, speaking to yourself, nicely to yourself, giving love to yourself, choosing loving foods, choosing loving words, choosing loving actions every day. And as you practice, you get better and better and better. Whatever you practice, you're going to get good at. Practice excellence, practice your best. If you just practice your best, you're going to be really, really good pretty soon. That's where we're going. All we got is time. That's our only commodity. Do you have anything to say, Kelly? If you have anything, you could unmute yourself. If there's nothing else to talk about, then we can say goodbye now. That was a good practice today. It was wonderful to see you guys. It was wonderful to talk with you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome so much. Thank you for asking some questions. We'll see you guys again, hopefully really soon. Bye.
Have a great day.
See you later.